I'm Peter McKenna. I'm one of the directors at TLW Solicitors. We're a firm which specialise in financial mis-selling and high-value complex personal injury cases. Defined benefit or final salary pension schemes can be quite complex, but in short, they are usually pension schemes which promise to pay somebody a specific amount from their retirement until the end of their life based on a number of criteria. Defined benefit and final salary pensions are usually very expensive pension schemes to run. So typically what you would find is they are limited to large companies, to government entities, NHS, emergency services, or former nationalised industries such as coal mining, shipbuilding, steelworks. There's often a problem in transferring out of these schemes because the schemes are so good. Rarely is there a better option for somebody who is in a defined benefit or a final salary pension scheme to transfer into. That might depend on the individual circumstances and what they're trying to achieve, but in a lot of instances the advice to transfer out of one of those schemes would rarely be correct. If you've been advised to transfer out of a defined benefit or final salary scheme, then you can contact us at TLW Solicitors and one of our team will be happy to have a chat with you to see whether or not they feel the advice you were given to transfer out was suitable or not. If we feel that the advice was unsuitable, then it depends on who the advisor was that advised you to transfer out as to what your options are, but we can discuss that with you if we feel the advice was unsuitable. The claims process differs from case to case and it depends very much on whether or not the financial advisor who gave the advice is still in business. If they're not in business, the claim would go to the Financial Services Compensation Scheme, and that is generally a much quicker process because you don't have someone to argue against or to dispute the allegations which are made. Because these cases are quite high value, then there can be quite a lot of argument from the advisor to say that the advice was not unsuitable. If that is the case, then usually the claim may be referred to the Financial Ombudsman Service, or it may be that we have to issue court proceedings to have the matter resolved. The amount of compensation that someone can recover differs from case to case and their individual circumstances, but broadly speaking, what we would look to recover is the amount of money that that person has lost by transferring out of their final salary or defined benefit scheme. That can be quite a tricky calculation and it usually involves us obtaining expert evidence for our clients to do those financial projections as to what they would have received if they'd stayed where they were as opposed to what they are now getting because of the advice to transfer out. Once we've reviewed a client's claim and we believe that the advice they were given was unsuitable to transfer out of their final salary or defined benefit scheme, in most instances we'll act on the basis of a no-win, no-fee agreement. That means if the case is unsuccessful for any reason, the client will not be charged for the work that we've done for them. Even if the advisor who gave the advice to transfer out of your pension scheme has gone out of business, it's still possible to make a claim. In terms of our success, we've dealt with a number of cases where people have received unsuitable advice to transfer out of a defined benefit or a final salary scheme. The amount of compensation which is recovered very much depends on the scheme that they transferred out of and that individual's circumstances. But we've acted in cases which range from tens of thousands right up to hundreds of thousands of pounds. What really sets us apart is the experience of our staff who deal with the defined benefit pension cases. We have specialist solicitors who focus on this area. They specialise in defined benefits and they have access to a range of industry experts who can help calculate the losses which someone may have suffered as a result of the unsuitable advice. If someone's been given advice to transfer out of a defined benefit or a final salary scheme and they're concerned about the advice, they can get in touch with our team in a number of ways depending on what they're most comfortable with. They can give us a call to have a chat about it. They can drop us an email or fill in one of the forms on our website, which is tlwsolicitors.co.uk. Our website also has a number of resources on there and quite a bit of information which might answer initial questions which people have. We also have a number of social media platforms including Twitter, Facebook and LinkedIn.
For added TLC, think TLW Solicitors.